The next detail I would like to add are these tiny grooves. Like there. Now we have one there. And they can add a lot of realism to it. So we will turn on our spec image. Can I select the spec image? Yeah, I can. Let's maybe GNX move this to the side so I kind of can see maybe where is this cut. So here this actually is right there, but in my version this would be right at the bottom. So no, I will do this actually here, Control R. Again, this is a suggestion. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. So we make a loop cut, very easy. Now I want to make a groove, kind of like a small square tunnel. And then to do this, very easy. First, object mode. Press N, make sure this is all scale okay, otherwise apply scale. So back to edit mode. Control B, so we bevel this, but only without any extra lines. Click. And then here now we can type. So how big should this gap be? Maybe 0.1 of a millimeter. Okay, good. And then we press E. And press escape. And Alt S to shrink just a little bit. There. You see now there we have a tiny gap, like a parting line. So here we have the same. Let's go to there. So go to edit mode. Here we'll use simply this part. Control B and move this. And then also here we say 0.1 millimeter. I think that was it. Yeah, no? Yeah, 0.1. Very good. And then E and escape. And Control S. And we drag it inside. If we want to be very specific here, let's make this just plastic bump material. Alt click on this loop. Oh, I have to go face select. There, assign. Very good. Cool. Let's add actually quickly a light. Yeah, there, now you can see these lines. Pretty cool, no? So these, again, the geometry we put in is suggestive. The idea is not to be engineering precision. It's kind of like an extension of our 3D modeling. But these tiny details, even when they're basic, in its accumulation, complexity then really start adding a nice amount of detail to our design. Here we also have this groove. So I would say looks like we're going to edit mode, that this is maybe so we have to eyeball this a little bit, maybe along this one. Yeah, here I will select this one. Yeah, I will So this is on top. Nope, I will use this one. That's the inside one. So Control R, I will use that here in the center. Control B, move this apart. Point. This is actually a pretty big one. So 0.5. Okay, very good. E and Z, So we bring this straight down. That's a terrible groove, so we have to turn on here auto smooth. Now it's nice and sharp. Pretty cool. Okay, you see it looks like there's some sort of other material behind it. Our gap here actually is way too small. So how do we make this bigger? Easiest thing, we delete this, go to edge select, alt click this, shift alt click this, and then press spacebar, type in bridge. So we bridge it, click this, alt X, dissolve edge, click this, X, dissolve edge, control R at the center, control B, and we just make a new cut. So what do we have? Maybe 0.8. E, go down there. Pretty cool. And maybe we should give this a different material. Here, actually, let's give this a light ring material too. That would look nice and cool. So the outside and the inside. Okay. Very nice. Okay, cool. So how to add, for example, the minus, plus, and this is pretty much very easy. So we know that we have to simply bring in an image with that logo. The download file for these images is in the video description. So I will go import image as plain, texture, and I have, for example, here the microphone. Import. Oh, the thing is huge. Scale this one down. G and Z. Go to top view. Scale this down. Right there. Right. Okay. Don't really like this not being white. This is actually not white. This is more like a gray. Yeah, okay. Going to edit mode. Oh, where's the image? Oh, up there. So let's move this more down. Control R. I'll make sure these are good squares like this. Okay. Then same deal like before. Shrink wrap here to there. I have local on so I can see what's Z. That means project along Z but negative. The offset, again, we want to apply the scale first. So when we do an offset, it works more in our favor. There, millimeter is a lot, 0.5, 0.3, oh, 0.2, wow, 0.1, cool. Okay, and then here, well, we can make this actually nice and glossy, like it's a glossy material that got printed on top, so it's easy to see and feel. Very cool. Let's maybe turn on a little bit of the light. Okay, let's maybe add a light there. And we can see now, and there is the logo on it. Very good. Okay, so homework then will be for you to add all the other two images to it. And then we can show also these points that will get the same material as the top. And the feet, we can give the feet a nice blurry material if we want, or simply the same as actually we can use the same, for example, as the membrane. So it's kind of a soft rubbery look. And then in the next video, we're actually ready to design an environment with a backdrop. And then I will show you how, based on this image, I try to identify where to place the lights and how to design the lights.